Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Sorcerer Mickey Fan Guide channel for a brand new toy review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Diecast Cryptid Buster Lightning McQueen from Cars on the Road. Now, I believe that this Diecast McQueen came out in 2023 because the top left corner says that it came out somewhere in 2023, around a couple of months after Disney Plus released Cars on the Road in late 2022. Speaking of which, this year marks 3 full years since Cars on the Road debuted on Disney Plus. Gosh, I can't believe it. It feels like it literally just came out yesterday. But anyway, I've had this Cryptid Buster McQueen diecast sitting in my closet for around a year and a half now, and I can't wait to open him in front of you guys. Packaging wise, this Cryptid Buster Lightning McQueen does look really cool. I dig the picture of him on the front with the roof gear and the Cryptid Buster gear. And we've got the beautiful cartoon desert background that represents the Cars on the Road TV show very well. And then we've got his name in different languages. And here we've got the clear views of Cryptid Buster McQueen. And then we've got the matte background behind him, which is really cool. And then on the back is pretty simple. It shows you some of the other Cars on the Road diecast vehicles you can get. I do have the Deputy Hazard McQueen, so if you want to check that video out, I'll leave a link to that in the description if you're interested. The Cryptid Mater, it does look really cool, but I still haven't found him yet. And if I do, I plan to pick him up, and then he'll look super cool with the Cryptid Buster McQueen. And then we've got the UPC and the bunch of warnings. So it's about time we break Cryptid McQueen open and see what we're working with. Alright, so here is Cryptid Buster McQueen finally free from the packaging after 1.5 years. And in fact, he does look really cool. And later on, I'll be comparing him with his color changer counterpart. So let's have a look at the Cryptid Buster Diecast McQueen in full detail. Alright, so here's our Cryptid Buster McQueen. And starting off with the expression here, he does look somewhat worried and scared. As you can see here, his mouth does look a little different from the other McQueens that I'm used to seeing. And the eyelids do look very interesting, and they do look well done. And then on the hood, we've got the Cars on the Road Radiator Springs badge, which is really cool. And then we've got all of the matte finishing going around, the classic headlights, everything about him, it just looks so clean and crisp. The red on him does look very accurate to how you see him in both the Cars on the Road TV show and the Cars films. And then also on the sides, they do look very interesting. It's got some kind of camouflage with all of the army green blending around. And it says CBC, I believe. And it's got a bat symbol that represents the Cryptid County, the camp that they went to in the show, if I remember. And then the tires are pretty simple. It's just got the light year text around it. And it's got red on the inside. On the top is where the Cryptid McQueen really shines. As you can see here, he's got the roof lights and the little antenna here. That does look very cool. We've got the equipment going around, as well as the windows that look kind of transparent, as you can see here. Like, if I put my finger here, you can kind of see it through. Wow, this is really interesting, I should say. And here is the back, which is pretty simple. It's just his classic red spoiler with the 95 near the bumper. And then here is the other side that's exactly the same with the gas tank pump over here. Wow, this Cryptid McQueen does look really good. And the painting is just spot on. And here's the bottom with the gray engine detailing that is just so top notch. And then we've got these little punch holes here for Mater's tow hook if you have Mater. And yeah, that is pretty much all there is to say about the Cryptid Buster Diecast McQueen. I'm actually pretty surprised with him. I kind of had low expectations before I opened him in front of you guys. But now, looking at him in person, I'm just blown away with him. Wow. I couldn't ask for more, but Mattel took a step in the right direction. I'm very pleased with this product. Now that we've gone over the Diecast Cryptid Buster Lightning McQueen, it's about time I bring over the Color Changers Cryptid Buster Lightning McQueen. So on the left, we've got the diecast, and on the right, we've got the color changer. So we're going to compare both of them and see the similarities and differences between them. So the shade of red, they are pretty different. So the diecast one gives more of a movie show accurate feel, whereas the Cryptid Buster McQueen's red, it looks kind of like a washed red, which gives a bit more of a Cars 1 vibe in my opinion. The expressions are really different, so the color changer one's got a determined expression, whereas the diecast got more of a fearful expression. I was gonna say that the determined expression on the Cryptid Buster color changer McQueen looks better, but now that I look at the diecast one, I feel like the fearful expression on Cryptid McQueen fits a bit better in my opinion, because it just gives McQueen the true character in the Cars on the Road show. And also the diecast one has the roof gear on top, whereas the color changer one does not have the roof gear on top. The diecast one does not change color, but the color changer one does change from red to a really nice shade of green. So if you do want to check out my review on the color changer Cryptid Buster McQueen, I'll link the review of him in the description below in case you're interested in that. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say in terms of comparing both the color changer and diecast counterparts. More differences than similarities to my surprise, but yeah. Well guys, that wraps up my review on the diecast Cryptid Buster Lightning McQueen vehicle review. If you enjoyed the review, please do subscribe and also hit the bell icon. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.